Hmm? Shit, let me get one. Fuck.
Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cowboys will move away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. And look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
On 4th down.
Oh, the fuck! The two people miss a fucking tackle!
Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. College football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Working on the right. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Bro, I'm fucking... Bro, y'all
got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. Then they strike first.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. It's complete to the left. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again.
Bro, that's
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Good job on defense getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the running back. That leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that left side now. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal coming up. Using his feet. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the upright. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job with the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's
I
clear.
fucking still get that.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Well, technically, it's a title Jalen Brunson. He's number 2. Yeah. Yeah, he got to do more. I said, would you consider Cat or Jalen Brunson number 2?
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now.
Oh, boy.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He's got the tight end. He almost
Dagger.
got the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. And he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
To the ground to try to move the chains. The Wolverines pick up the first down.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Now the toss. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Hand off from the shotgun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off?
Hold up, Euro. What about your boy Sengun? Yeah.
I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice.
Yeah.
Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Oh, fucking God.
Just hammer it with this running back again. He
Ounce.
noses his way into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 21 over Rutgers. Back, if anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He wants to throw. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and their defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Offense getting set for first down. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action on first down. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. Returns like that are why you dump a little bit of yards to help out the O. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want, you take the shot, the play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. It's complete.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the
What you mean?
quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away.
Because I knew he was going to be that area of the field open.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Well, I was trying to get a quick pass and get out of bounds or get downside because I had one time out left.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this. He uncorks one deep.
Oh.
Incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative,
Thank you.
but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's going to pass.
Oh, shit.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Throws to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Didn't let it get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wide out in motion. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. He finds his man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Pierce.
The shit. Let's go.
And the defense has got it in there trying to pick up.
That was a fumble, dog.
Catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell the DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Here's the handoff. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Yeah, Baron Davis out there.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Come on, game.
Picture perfect cover 0. When I play play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Wow.
Guys, here
They
come
let
those
him
maize and
undercut
blue
that.
winged helmets on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And this crowd is up for grabs, and not much excites them like back-to-back sacks. Third and long. He's going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
you're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short.
Wow, how the fuck does he miss him?
Bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the
Hey,
opposite side of the field.
4 for 3 on my own 40. I can go for it.
They dug their heel on the ground. They were able to break on the ball, force the
I'm at own
incompletion.
43.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. Still running at the 40. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. It's caught. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
He makes the grab. Look, you would love to have gotten a touchdown there, but at this point, just take the lead with the field goal.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking aggressive. Listen, let's stretch this lead out. Now you got to think, hey, I got to make them score a touchdown, get a field goal right here, and rely on my defense.
I missed.
No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
Well, that's just one the kicker would love to have back here in the 4th quarter in a tie game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Complete downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
I should have seen the uncut you all game.
Does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st
You
down.
very undercut me all game.
They're not to run into coverage, but to find
Wow.
the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down marker.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a... Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Oh, no, the ball popped out.
And that is a backbreaker for the offense because you're driving right now to win this football game, but instead you turn it over. And there's enough time on the clock now for the opponent to march the field and win this game.
Oklahoma State has it back in the